Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good evening, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with me this evening. Monday, November 21st of Thanksgiving week. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to make you a successful currency trader and ideally change the trajectory of your life and put you on a path to financial abundance, where you can do what you want when you want by the proceeds of trading. And we do that by showing you how to trade with our proprietary trading indicators, which are future-based and are highly accurate. And we supplement that with personalized one-on-one training, which we think is the most efficient and effective way to learn if you're serious about learning how to trade. So with that, let us get started. We need to start by listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we let you trade with company funds once you've been trained. But not only that is that we show up and we do live trades like this for multiple reasons. One of which is they become a teaching moment so that you can learn from different traders on the strategies they use. We've got about a dozen different strategies. And as we train you, we will create a trade plan that fits for you. And we have, when you are a member, we have multiple live trades every day. One in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. It tends to be a little scalp trade. We've got one going on right now at 6 p.m. Eastern, where this is a long-term trade where he's typically going for 20 to 30 pips. And then another one a little later this evening at 10 p.m., where they are trading Australian pairs, and typically he's going for 10 plus pips. And then it gets back to the way we're structured. We become an accountability partner to you. We are here, since we're letting you trade company funds, we want to make sure you don't lose those funds. So we are constantly giving you training. Every Wednesday evening, we have a training session in addition to the personalized one-on-one training. Every Saturday morning, we have a training session where typically they will go over a trade strategy and take questions. So lots of opportunity to continue to get better, and it's about those incremental changes. I work off of a little checklist. I find as I'm getting older here, I have trouble remembering things. So the checklist lets me kind of stay focused on what needs to be done and when. Every day, it is a good habit to reconnect your green charts, log off, log back on to clear the memory. I also make sure my MetaTrader 4 is connected and live. At the end of every day, in order to get better and make sure you're going down the right path, it is good to review what you did that day. And as part of that review, you should take a look at the trades you made that specifically didn't go the way you want. Go back and take a look, which you can with the simulator. What was it that you got wrong in that analysis? And those small, when you identify those small changes, sometimes you actually did everything right and it still kind of went the wrong way. But more often than not, by taking a look back, you can improve something, and those little incremental improvements get you to be more successful. We are technical traders. We are trading strictly based on the price action movement. And our indicators, as I said, are very, very good at figuring out the direction of the market. But the market's also moved by news. And because of that, we want to know what news is happening when. So basically that we can trade around it. We don't want to get caught holding a pair when there's a news item coming up and it impacts the currency. So to find that news, we go to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three categories. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. And ideally, any pair that I want to trade, if there is a red item, I want to be out of it 2 hours beforehand. The reason I want to be out of it 2 hours beforehand is I find that sometimes the information in the red item leaks out beforehand, so that I don't get caught as it starts to move before the indicator picks it up. I just stay away from it. Now, on something like this, when Royal Bank of Australia, Governor Lowe speaks, this tends not to leak as much as, like, say, core retail sales that's coming out for Canada tomorrow. This number's already figured out and sitting on somebody's desk, whereas what he's going to say or what his speech is, less people have access to those notes, so it doesn't leak. So right now we've got a clear, pretty clear agenda. Any trade that we would be taking, if it included the Australian dollar, we'd be out of it by 2 a.m. So let's keep going with our analysis. The signal that I'm going to use, as I said, there's a dozen signals. The signal I'm going to use is the 10-point trade signal. And I am going to take it off of a 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart. You can take it off of any chart, but on a 1 hour chart, I like to be 30 minutes into the chart so that the indicators have had at least 30 minutes to form. I am looking for between 5 to 35 pips on a 1 hour chart. My sweet spot tends to be 10 or 11 pips. And I would expect that trade off of a 1 hour chart to close within 1 to 3 hours. And on this trade, basically what I'm trying to do is just get the lines to line up. And if I get 7 out of the 10 lines to line up with lines from each section, I am good. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the setup is. This chart I'm trading off of is the light 6 major. It is one of the standard charts, and I am looking for situations where I'm going to start with the middle part of the chart, and I am looking for situations where I'm going to start with the majors and minors, which is the middle part of the chart. Red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. I am looking for situations where these lines, the majors and minors, are above this horizontal blue line and pointing down like they are now. This blue horizontal blue line is the oversold line, or below this horizontal red line and pointing up. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. So when the market's oversold, that is the time to buy. When the market's overbought, that's the time to sell. So I am looking for the 3 points that I'm looking for here are: one, that we're overbought, which we are; two, that all the lines are going down, which they are; and three, that the red line has crossed over the green line, which it has, and the black line has crossed over the gray line. So I've got 3 points here. Now, even though I've got 3 points, I'm not crazy about the signal. I'm not crazy about the signal because I am looking at the slope of the green line. And the slope of the green line isn't quite as steep as I'd like it. And you can see that there's a little kink in the line right here where the line is going from less steep to more steep. So that's good that it's going more steep, but it's kind of going more steep and then going straight. When it goes straight, that steepness isn't very good. But I do have 3 points here, so I've met the first criteria that I'm looking for. So when I meet the first criteria here, then I'm going to jump up to the TNTs, and the TNTs are measuring different things. So I am looking for situations where the lines, I get at least 3 or 4 of the lines here supporting what I'm seeing here. So here, orange line is coming down, so that means sell. Thin orange line is going up, so we don't have support here. 2 blue lines, the dotted blue and the thick blue, are going up. When the blue lines are inversely related, when blue goes up, that means sell. So I get 3 of the 4 telling me here. This sequence is a little unusual because usually it's the 2 orange lines and the dotted blue line. The thick blue line is usually the last guy to turn. It's as Dale likes to call it, this is the school bus, whereas the thick orange line is the Ferrari. So it's kind of leading the way. So I got 3 out of 4, which I need 3 out of 4. So I got 3 here, and now I am going to go to my pressure. And I want the lines either going down or the red line on top. And right now I've got the green line going horizontal, red line going up. So this is kind of sideways up. The lines are converging at some point. Maybe in a couple hours they will cross and the red will go on top. You can see this is slightly, the green line actually did just slightly kink there. So the green line is going down just a wee bit, but the red line is going up. So I don't have like true down pressure. So since I'm missing a point here, I'm going to just pass. I want agreement across all 3. And the reason I want agreement across all 3 is when I get that agreement, I get the highest chance of the trade doing what I believe it's going to do, making the move that I want it to make. So let's just keep going. Euro USD, the majors never really got overbought. If you copied my trade setup tonight, we took a 10 pip trade on the Euro USD, but it wasn't off of this signal. I took it off of the day chart. And this is kind of supporting that it's going to go down a little bit, but this isn't what I took my trade off of. I took it off of a different chart. But I don't like this enough. Ideally, I want to get the majors to have the signal be purest, I want the majors up overbought when I'm taking the trade. I can consider if they were overbought and coming down and less than halfway, because this is less than halfway. But then the other thing I don't like about it is I'm not crazy about the slope of the green line again. Slope of the green line is a little less than 45 degrees. So I don't want to take a trade right now using this signal. But as I said, that 11 pip trade I took on the setup, that was off of a day chart. And I expected to probably close around, maybe 2 a.m. Not quite yet. Pound USD overbought. Everybody's up above the blue line. Majors are pointing down. The minors are sideways. I don't like the minors are sideways. I want them to be going down. So I'm just going to pass. Here we get confusion on the U.S. Canadian dollar. Majors are kind of going up. Minors are going down. U.S. dollar, Swiss franc. We've just reached oversold. The minors have started to turn. The majors haven't. So we're going to just wait. Not quite ready. U.S. dollar, yen. Majors were coming down and they turned midway through the channel. Minors are going up. We are beyond halfway, so I'm going to pass. Now, can I get 10 pips off of this signal? Yes, I can. I can get 10 pips when we are overbought. If you look back over here on the euro pound, we were overbought on this candle. We were overbought on this candle, and we've gotten 15. They got 21 pips here. Had you taken the trade, oh, come on. Oh, this thing is. There was 21 pips there. So can you get 10 pips when we're overbought going up? Yes, you can. But again, part of my trade plan is I most certainly will get 10 pips if I catch the trade down here and run it through the channel. So to me, that's a higher probability trade. And I only need 2 or 3 good trades a day, and I'm making money. I don't need to be trading all the time. Today, I only took 2 trades. And I did, $2,200. So can I get 10 pips when I'm overbought and it's going up? Yes, I can. But again, part of my trade strategy is I am looking to minimize my exposure and my risk, and I do that by getting in and out. So what I've done is I've cloned this chart and just made a second one. Euro pound oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double crossover, and there is good slope to the green line. It is up more than 45 degrees. 2 orange lines going up. Thick blue coming down. So 3 points here telling me sell. When blue comes down, that means sell. And I've got down pressure, but I've got the green on top. And I have the green on top. The green on top counts as a point. So I've got 7 points here. Now, my issue here is what time is it in London? London is 5 hours ahead of us, so it is midnight. Not many people are trading at midnight in London. Europe is an extra hour ahead, an extra hour to 2. So it is 1 to 2 a.m., depending on where you are in Europe. Not many people trading in Europe. I want to trade when one of these are daytime. I don't know it need to both be daytime, but I want to have at least one of them daytime. We've got neither of them here. So on a 1 hour chart, it's going to take longer for me to get my 10 pips. So again, my goal is to be in and out within 1 to 3 hours. If it's the middle of the night here, I'm not going to be in 1 to 3 hours. Now, the only exception I make is on that overnight trade. But again, that's a different signal. So I don't need to follow that. Australian dollar yen. It is approaching morning in both of these markets. So that is good. Overbought. Everybody's coming down. And I've got the double cross. So 3 points here. 2 orange lines coming down. Thin orange isn't that steep, but it's coming down. Thick blue is going up. Blue going up means sell. So I have 3 of the 4 telling me sell. I've got up pressure, but the red line is on top and the lines are diverging. They're separating. So I got 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. So when I have 7 points, I'm just going to write this down so I remember it, JPY, and it's a sell. If I go back to my analysis, then I want to confirm the setup. I got 3 points from the majors. I got 3 points from the TNTs. I got 1 from the pressure. Now I want to confirm it, and I'm going to confirm it by going to the 2 or 4 hour chart. So to go to the 2 or 4 hour chart, I'm going to pop this open, change my pair to JPY. And what I'm looking for in the 2 and the 4 hour chart is I want these guys to be overbought, both of them. They don't need to be coming down. It's a little better if they're coming down, but they don't need to be. And my reasoning here is, if for some reason this trade lightens up, like as we've been talking, you see the kink. The kink. We're going from more steep to less steep, and I don't like that. There's a kink in the line. If this is overbought and this is overbought, eventually they're going to come down. And hopefully they come down before I get stopped out. But they will be coming down, so it'll just mean that my trade's going to take longer to execute, but I still will get the direction that I want. So I'm overbought. These guys are still going up. These guys are starting to turn, so that's good. I've got those 2. Once I have those 2, I need to figure out what's the trade worth. This, unlike the trade that we show you as a light, where the take profit is predetermined, here we need to figure it out. So to figure it out, I am going to go here, and I am going to draw some. I'm going to draw some support and resistance. And the support and resistance are spots where the lines seem to naturally stop. And because I want to get in and get out quickly, I want to know where those spots are so I can trade around them. So I'm going to drop some lines here. And you'll see on the Euro USD, I have these lines already drawn. But it seems to stop here, stop here, stop here. Stop in here, stop in here, stop in here. On the Euro USD, they tend to be about 30 pips apart, 30, 40 pips apart. So I'm just eyeballing it right in here. Right in here, it seems to stop. Seem to stop in here, over here, over here. We'll put one below and one above. Just stopping here, 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 here. So by knowing where these are going to become the limits of how many pips I'm going to take. Stopped in here, stop over here. Now I'm going to open this back up. Now I'm also looking for the trend. And the trend has kind of been the direction of how it's been trading. So here we had a downtrend. Here we had an uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. But I don't know, today, last few days, we've kind of been in this channel. It's not really an up or a down. It's just been bouncing between these resistance lines. You know what? I might even add one more resistance line in here as we're starting to look at this a little tighter. Let's... You can see it stopped over here. It stopped over here, in here, over here, 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 here. Now the question is, how many pips do we have to the lines? So we've got 16 pips up. And 16, 17 pips down. So 16 and 16, basically. And we've got to sell. So definitely we're not going to take more than 16 pips down. And I might even only take... just where these candles are, and that's only 7 pips. 7 pips. Let's go back and take a look at the signal. Let's save this and go back and just look at the signal again. I am not enthusiastic about this. And what happened? We didn't save that. AUDG, AUD, JPY. All right, so while we've been talking, this signal changed. Now it's going up. This pushed up because this was just touching the blue line. So while we've been talking, this is pushed up even further. This is pushed up. So while we were talking, we've lost the signal. So that's good. We're not going to take this. Since we have only a minute left, I'm going to see if we can take a little scalp trade. And that scalp trade, I'm going to do it kind of fast here because we've only got a minute. But it focuses on what this number is. It's called the thick orange line trade, and I want it to be 0 or 1 or within 1 point of 1. So this doesn't qualify. This does. It's 0.7. If I see this here, when this is at 0, it's telling me there's no more down in the movement. I want to see the majors well below the red line. Right now, the red line is touching the red line. I want to see it further down. So nothing there. 0, yes, but my majors are in the middle of the channel. This is telling me there's more down. 3, no. 5, no. 6, no. Let's take a look at the other groups. 0.8, yes, that's within 1 of 0, but my majors are still in the channel. This is telling me there's more down. 0.13, yes, but this is still in the channel. I want these lines way down here. 0, yes, but we're still in the middle of the channel. 8, not high enough. 10, yes. This is better. Red line's touching the blue, but I want the red line up where the green is. So we don't have that. And 4, no. We got 24 seconds. This little trade is only good at the top of the hour when there's less than 5 minutes left. No, 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 yes. But this is telling me there's up in the movement. And let's take one more quick look for the chart changes. 7, 8, 6, 4, 0, yes. Actually, this isn't bad. This USD Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc, we could I'm going to pass on it right now because this is off time for both of these. You can take it right when the clock changes. Some traders wait to see what this number becomes, and they want to see it go from 0, which it was last hour. See, I pulled the chart back. They want to see it change by 1, and it changed by 3. So that is good. And nope, there it goes. I guess we should have taken it. My bad. We would have got 5 pips there. My issue is I'd rather be safe. And I'm trying to come on here. Where 4 got 4 pips, didn't get 5. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So that's a second trade, but as I said, since this was off a little bit, Swiss franc. Oh, there we would have gotten it. So sorry about that, gang. Should have pulled the trigger. That was worth 5 pips. All right. No trade tonight. Again, my strategy is I'd rather miss a trade than take a losing trade. So we did have a signal we would have gotten it. So my bad. We will do this again tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. And usually the morning time is a little bit better. We'll tend to find a little bit more trades. Let's see if we've got any questions. No questions? All right, gang. So we will do this again tomorrow. And then probably for the rest of the week, I will probably send out a trade tomorrow night setup. But Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I won't be trading. So we won't do a trade on a Thursday morning, and I probably I'll do the trade tomorrow night, but I probably won't trade Wednesday because everybody's going to be going somewhere, so the market's going to be slow, or at least the U.S. traders are going to be traveling. So I'm not going to bother, and then Thursday's a bank holiday. So, all right, gang, we will see you tomorrow morning, 6:30. Again, thanks so much for joining me tonight. I am honored that you take the time out of your day to be with me. If you are interested in being a good trader, we will make you a good trader. If you have questions, schedule time with me. And you can do that at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.